About 10 minutes later, a man I later learned was Andrew Ferguson pulled up in a pickup truck and told me that I was there too early and I would have to go all the way around to the back of the line. I told him that I was told I could remain there until the gates opened, but he angrily told me to move, so I did. After moving the truck, I waited my turn in line. While I was waiting, I saw a line of pickup trucks pull up and block me in. About 5 men got out and walked to my truck. One of the men was Andrew Ferguson. He had a gun on his hip. Andrew came up to my truck and asked if I had his cell phone. I told him I didn't, but he insisted that I did. I told him he could search my truck if he really thought that I had it. He searched my truck and didn't find it. I even suggested that he call his phone from another phone so that he could find it. A few minutes later, I moved my truck to the unloaded position on the top of the hill. Once at the top of the hill, I started to unload. After about 5 minutes, the same 5 men started running towards my truck. Andrew had a gun in his hand. When they reached my truck, they started screaming that I stole Andrew's phone. And they started pulling on my door, trying to open it. I was scared. So I put my truck in gear to leave the area, but because I was unloading, the power takeoff was engaged, so the truck would only crawl forward about 3 miles per hour. At that point, the men were banging on my truck. Andrew slammed his gun on my door, and I was terrified. Then I saw that a bulldozer that ran right into my truck head on, throwing me across my cab of the truck. I also felt my trailer moving, and I realized that another bulldozer had tipped it up on its side.
And you already know, this channel, we hold racist Caucasian people accountable, because if we don't, who will? And before we start this video, if we don't like black people, black issues, black talks, get to stepping. Clyde, North Carolina has a population of 1,424 residents. The majority are white, non-Hispanic, with a significant Hispanic population as well. Specifically, there are 1,111 white residents, 188 white Hispanic residents, and 92 residents who identify as 2 or more races and are also Hispanic. The total Hispanic population is 290. Make that make sense. And how ironic, Trump would never send the National Guard to these sundown towns. But wait, do y'all remember this video from a few weeks ago? It was a truck driver sitting in his truck and he was recording these racist Caucasian workers flipping over another truck driver's truck. Well, that truck driver who was being attacked, he dropped his video yesterday. He dropped the video yesterday and he told his side of the story. And as a truck driver that drove over the road for 10 years, I'm always telling y'all, we have to stick together on that road because the game is cold. Run the tape.
Everybody, anybody, I'm in Clyde, North Carolina, and they try to kill me, y'all. They try to kill me. I'm in Clyde, North Carolina. They try to kill me. They tried to kill me. I'm in Clyde, North Carolina. Okay? They're on Clyde, North Carolina. They tried to kill me at the landfill. They tried to kill me at the landfill at Clyde, North Carolina. They just tried to kill me at the landfill in Clyde, North Carolina. Everybody, they just tried to kill me at the landfill at Clyde, North Carolina, because they said that I had a phone and the phone was being tracked and that I had it. Please don't shoot. Please, because I don't want nobody to kill me. Please, please,
I'd rather your ass rot in jail.
Please, I don't want to die.
Make that make sense. So they saying that he stole a cell phone. Let's be real. when we deliver to these sundown towns, we trying to get in and out. We already don't want to be there. To all my truck drivers, you already know, once you enter these sundown towns, you see whatever town you in, you see the sign, you can feel the vibes in your bones. You can feel the vibes in your soul. You can feel where you at. And look, in the comment section, to all my truck drivers, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. And then I said, wait. Let me read some of these comments from that video because they love to shout out black fatigue. But if you travel this country, you already know this is a sundown country. You already know these people, these racist people, they stick together no matter what, right or wrong. They gonna stay on code. Check this out. And the first dude said, guys, I think he's in Clyde, North Carolina. I'm not sure though. And the next guy said, we want to help you, but please let us know where exactly you at. Now, see, the whole time they trolling. See, to them, it's funny. They Caucasian. To them, it's funny. But to us, as black truck drivers, we got to move on this road differently. We can't move like everybody else. Yes, we're trying to make money. Yes, we're trying to go home to our family. Yes, you got to live on the road and stuff like that. But they can move how they want to move, because most of this country is a sundown country. But somebody says something so simple yet so real. Check this out. Y'all, this was serious. This happened a few weeks back, maybe even longer, with how time flies by. All he did was show up early. Why is this being blown out of proportion? Now, this dude was legit attacked because he was black. He was in a sundown town. This was even on the news. Make that make sense. And that was from a Caucasian person. But I keep telling y'all over and over and over again, don't get confused by these cities like Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, Greensville, North Carolina. Don't get confused by those cities just because they building new infrastructure. They building, they doing all this construction. Don't get confused by that. Nothing has changed. Go on those back roads, go on those mountain roads, and you will learn that North Carolina is still stuck in 1935. And if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Wright Brothers Construction is committed to fostering a work environment and public presence built on respect, accountability, and integrity. Regardless of circumstances, threats, hateful language, and discrimination are not permitted within our company. Make that make sense. I'm not reading all that shit because they go on to say they sorry. They not sorry. They sorry they got caught, because if it was nighttime and that same incident happened, I believe they would have murdered that truck driver. And guess what? Now we don't have no footage. So that's why they don't like you recording nothing. Or that's why when something happened with our people in these sundown towns, nobody knows anything. But I bet you Trump won't send the National Guards. I bet you Trump, he won't send those National Guards to these sundown towns. I bet you. And if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. I keep telling y'all, these people do the same thing over and over. It's in their blood. The game is cold. So before I go, I have to leave my new truck drivers, my rookies, with a solution, because when you go to these sundown towns, you have to be ready. I'm not saying don't be on the road living in fear. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying just be ready, because they love to catch our people off guard. If you have to go to a sundown town and get out of your truck, have your phone ready to record, because this truck driver, you saw the video. I can't say what he said, but he said they trying to murder me. He probably was sleeping. He probably just chilling on his phone, and they came to his truck asking him, did he steal a cell phone? And when you look at the video, it's a tractor in front of him. It's some type of machine in front of him. Another one in the back trying to flip over his truck. He had to turn his phone on and start recording. And the other dude got mad, flipped him off, all type of stuff, because he started recording, bro. And I promise you, if it was nighttime, they probably would have murdered this dude at nighttime, and no one would have knew about it, because these people run in packs. They cowards. They run in packs, and they try to catch you by yourself. And they thought he was by himself. So shout out to the other black truck drivers who was also recording, because that's very important. Like I say, we saw the video. They trying to murder me, and everybody laughed. I'm like, bro, as a black person, you can hear the fear. Like, he was for real, for real. And I'm not telling y'all to live in fear while you're on that road, but you have to be ready, man. I covered multiple stories of truck drivers being murdered in sundown towns. And guess what? Now the cameras don't work. All of a sudden, the cameras don't work. All of a sudden, no one in the town knows nothing. Make that make sense. So when you travel to these sundown towns, just be ready. Don't live in fear. Don't be scared of nobody. Just be ready. So to all my truck drivers, while you're on that road, be dangerous, be ready, and be smart. I'm out.